Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the incredible Mary Todd Lincoln.
Go Mary.
Hey. I'm Mary Todd Lincoln, and I'm crazy about this new Pokemon game everybody's playing, am I right? Just kidding, I'm clinically insane. But this Pokemon thing, I don't know a lot about it. I've been dead for quite some time, but I was walking around today yelling at ducks, and there was a bunch of kids just staring at their little contraptions, and I was wondering what the hell they were doing, so I asked them to explain Pokemon to me. And I mean, you can stop me if I'm wrong, but what it sounds like is you go out into society and you find things that look different than you and imprison them. And once they're imprisoned, you make them fight battles for you. And the more things you imprison, the more powerful you become. Historically, I am not okay with that. My husband was an ass man. You may have heard of him. His name's Abraham Lincoln. He's about 9 feet tall. He wears a hat. He's a pretty good guy. And I loved him a lot. What I didn't appreciate was historians just these theories that they come up with about my husband's sexual preferences. My favorite joke that I wish I would have thought of first was Mary Todd Lincoln was his real beard. You know? It's true. It's what they say about me. I read it on the Googles today. And what actual historians, paid historians with master's degrees and PhDs and whatnot, what they have gone to school to deduce was, I am too ugly for Abraham Lincoln to fuck.
Wow.
I'm too homely for Abraham Lincoln to stick it in, so he must be gay. And that is what actual historical articles say about me, which I find hurtful because we have 4 beautiful children, 3 of which died very tragically of mysterious illnesses such as typhoid and dysentery. Does anybody know where you get dysentery? The Oregon Trail game for Apple II. Back in my day, kids didn't die of leukemia. Okay, that would have been a blessing. So, my husband, though, big fan of his, big fan of all of his work. I don't know, I see that people around here are really keyed up about this election coming up and like Donald Trump, but it's gonna be such a cakewalk for you guys. When my husband was elected president, 14 states just peaced out. They were just like, nope, absolutely not. We're our own thing now. We're going to do our own thing. No, you can't tell us what to do. We're going to fight wars, and our ghosts are going to roam the world forever. There will be so many haunted history tours that fuel this economy thanks to your presidency. And I just feel like if Trump gets elected, like, what's the worst that happens? You move to Canada and you get like great health care and some french fries and gravy. Like, it just sounds a lot better to me. But my husband and I, when the war ended, it was such a relief because I finally had all these bitches off my back about redecorating the White House and spending too much money. And it was like, we're gonna go to the theater tonight. Like, we are gonna go see a play. We are finally gonna have an us night. Like, hashtag date night with the president. So we get all dressed up, and I'm like, are you gonna wear the hat? And he's like, yeah, I always wear the hat. You know, I'm gonna wear the hat. I'm like, all right, fine, wear the hat. And so we had our little lovers quarrel, and we're sitting in the theater, and like, we didn't even get to the good part before some lunatic barges into the theater and shoots him in the head with a firearm. And it's just like, be glad that you live in a time where you don't have to worry about lunatics busting into theaters and shooting innocent people. Guys, it is not fun to have your presidential husband skull all over you. And it's just a real unfair time that we lived in. And I'm glad that this society has come so far. That was hard for me. And so maybe I didn't handle it as well as I could have. I tried to date since then. It's been weird. I don't know if you have ever had to use Tinder as a historical insane ghost. But it's just been real hard for me to make traction. It's like people see my name and I'm out. It's just like I tried to go, I was like, okay, I won't be Mary Todd Lincoln, I'll be Mary Todd. You know, technically I'm not married anymore. And no, people know. They know. And they see it and they're like, oh, Mary Todd, fuck no. That bitch is crazy. So now I'm in like this exclusive First Wives Club with like Lorena Bobbitt and a diaper wearing astronaut that like drove across the country to kill her boyfriend. And it's like, I have just so much more fun at parties than those girls. And people will never know because they won't take a chance on Mary Todd, you know? They're just gonna give me a chance, okay? Just swipe right. Please, okay? You guys, I don't know. 3 of my kids died. My husband died, like, basically right here. And it was a lot for me to deal with. And then my only son that was left, my precious baby boy, has me thrown into an asylum because I'm not handling things well. I don't know. I'm sorry that my child died of pleurisy. Like, look it up. That's a word I don't even think it exists anymore. And that I had a hard time dealing with it. But this is a hell of a Mother's Day gift, Robert. I told him, I was like, I would rather die than see you again. I would rather die. You are my last living spawn, and you do this to me, I will die before I see you again. So I did. I died. And I got them all good. I died of something real boring. I had a stroke. Yeah. But reflecting back on my legacy and on my husband's legacy, I just want to leave you with how proud I am of the strides that we made to abolish slavery. And just be glad that you live in a time where black people are treated equally to white people, and you don't have to deal with racism anymore.
Right.
And that everyone gets their fair share and their equal opportunities.
Right.
Would you agree that that is how life is now, sir?
I can't say that I'm on.
Well, you've had like more than 150 years to get it right, so get your shit together.
All right, well.
All right, that's my time. I'm Mary Todd Lincoln.
Mary Todd
Keep it going for the incredible Mary Todd Lincoln with tremendous dress. My God.
Bare Knuckle Comedy.